So what's it like coming to Club K for a bungee party? Well, you come in the car park like this and you see these black doors. They're our fire exit doors. So we don't go through those doors. If you just come over to the side, this is our main entrance. And as you come in through here, we come into our waiting area. Now, if you get a bit bored, just behind the door here is our library, so you can borrow a couple of books from there or have a good read. And then we come into the studio. So once we're in the studio, I'm just going to pop you down there. We then get ready with the bungee harnesses and the bungee. Now, the most important thing that we have to know when you first come for a bungee party is we need to know your weight in kilos, because the bungees have different tensile strengths for different weights. So if you know your weight in kilos, it makes my life a lot easier, because I don't have to guess where your weight is or weigh you, which nobody wants in any kind of class. We want it to be fun. So we come over to this cupboard here, and in the cupboard we have the bungees and a harness. So let me just move this over here so you can actually see what's going on with this. So cut my head off there. So here we have the bungee and the harness. Now, the harness that we get is like a rock climbing harness. So it has a loopy bit, and that bit goes at the back, and you step into it, into one leg, into the other leg, and then you pull it up. Now, initially, what you're going to want to do is make it as tight as possible because you think it's safe, but it doesn't matter because the bungees are going to hang from the ceiling, and a little bit of movement is not a bad thing. Loads of movement on the leg is a good thing because each time you step forward, it's going to be able to slide and move around. On that note, what we wear for bungee. Most ladies that come and do bungee generally wear a t-shirt and leggings. You can do it in tracky bottoms. You can do it in shorts. What we've learned is not to do it in a crop top, so anything where the belly is exposed, because this does move up and down, and we want to make sure that it doesn't rub on the skin, because that's really uncomfortable. So I want you to have a good time and enjoy it. It's a full length top. Then we get the bungees. Now, the bungees inside have multiple bungees depending on which size we've got. And what you'll notice is it's like a carabiner. Can you see that? It opens up and then we screw the bit up. When you put it on, you put the screw away from the body, because what we've learned is if that screw is going in towards the body, it's really uncomfortable. Then what happens is, now you'll know why I've got the step ladder, is I will come up and hook it up onto our daisy chain that's sitting in the ceiling, which would then have you all attached. What you should get is a 90-degree angle in the knees when you sit down, and that's how I know that I've got it at the right height. So I can adjust it up higher, I can take it down lower for each one of you to get it right. And that's why we check your weights depending on the tensile strength of the bungee, goes alongside your weight to get it at the right height so that when you squat, you get the perfect amount of resistance. We then do the bungee party, which is, we do the bungee class first, which consists of a warm-up, and then we do Tabatas. So Tabatas is 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds break, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds break. So you can do, say it was squats, for instance, you could do one squat in that 20 seconds, or if you're feeling full of it, you could do 100 squats in those 20 seconds. And what we do is we have 8 rounds that make up a Tabata. So after you've done 8 of those, so 20 on, 10 seconds off, 20 on, 10 seconds off, then we then move on to the next one. So the first one is legs. Then we do plyometrics, which is explosive jumpy movement. Then we do upper body training. Then we do the one that you all come for, which is the fly, where you run forward and you do a big jump and it's all totally cool and awesome. And then we do some core training and then a cool down. And then in the bungee party, which is different to the bungee class, we play Hungry Hippos. Now, in the bungee class, we only do it on birthdays and special occasions, which weirdly, some of my clients seem to have 4 birthdays a year. I'm going to have to start writing down when their birthdays are. But yeah, we do that. Yeah, so we'll be looking towards the front. I'm on the stage. I do the same thing with you. We can adjust it as much as you need to. But with the bungee class, that's what you get for a bungee party. So if you want to do that, then message me and we can book you in for one. We have 8 spaces as a maximum for the bungee party, but you are welcome to come along. So if you're coming to one in the near future, come in and wait in reception, and then we get you all sorted, ready to go, harnessed up on this thing. Then we get the party going and you have a great time. You want clean trainers and you also want some water when you come along as well. But other than that, tracky bottoms, shorts or leggings, totally fine. But on top, you want a full length top, so no belly tops. I'd flash mine at you, but it would put you off your Christmas turkey for about 10 years. So there we go. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in a bungee party very, very soon.